Welcome back to Joe's Stunner Boxing. Emma Dolan just edges out Shannon Ryan to become the inaugural British super flyweight champ. She already held the Commonwealth super flyweight championship, and both these girls, Ryan and Dolan, undefeated coming in. They gave a very, very good fight, very good contest. I had it 95-94 for Dolan. I thought it was 5 rounds each, but there was a knockdown in the second round in favour of Dolan. But Ryan can come back from this. I mean, I think she's 27 and Dolan's 26, I think, something like that. Or they're similar ages anyway. Ryan came in with a 7-0 record. Probably her best win was her last contest, which was against Jasmina Zapotoczna, or I think that I massacred that name. It's a Polish name, who was undefeated in 6 fights, and she outpointed her. I was a little bit disappointed in Zapotoczna because I'd seen her fight before and I thought she might give Ryan all she could handle, but she was a little bit flat. There's no doubt Ryan's got speed, and in the first round, she came in with this very wide stance. When she jabs, she tends to sort of lean forward and leave a gap, with, jaw exposed, because you don't pull the jab back much. She leans to the side and she doesn't pull it back quick enough. And I thought that's a little bit ominous. But she is fast, and with that wide stance, she tends to throw herself forward and ping overhand rights. Dolan looked about 2 or 3 inches taller, to be honest with you, and had a far more sort of upright stance, far more conventional. Couldn't match Shannon for speed, but timing can kill speed, as we know. And in the first round, I gave that to Ryan, but in the second round, Dolan really started to bang the jab in and find the rhythm. And right at the end of the round, she pinged a punch off the jaw, bang on the jaw, which badly shook Shannon, wobbled, her legs wobbled, her eyes glazed slightly. Dolan marched forward. Ryan tried to fall in, but Dolan landed, I think it was a double right hook to the body and then switched it to the head, and Shannon Ryan fell on all fours. Definitely a knockdown, quite a heavy knockdown actually, but it was right at the end of the round. In the third round, she was able to come back quite well. Thought she'd recovered quite well, good recuperative powers. And then it was sort of, give and take, nip and tuck a little bit throughout the whole fight. I thought, again, Ryan was flashy, because speed is flashy. You can throw yourself forward and bang, 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 bang. But it doesn't mean the punches are necessarily landing. And technically, I thought Dolan was much, much better. She was getting caught, though. The thing with Dolan is she tends to she's got that very conventional upright stance, but she's not banging that jab in nearly enough. Carl Greaves, who was in the corner, at times seemed a little bit frustrated with her, because you'd think she'd be able to use those dimensions, or that ranginess, and fight. For periods of the fight, like in the second round, she was banging the jab in well and then following it up, hanging the right hand off it. Both conventional orthodox stance, both these girls. But there were too many lulls in the action for Emma Dolan, and that allowed Shannon's speed to sort of pinch rounds, I felt. And she was landing. She was landing some good punches. Maybe that made Dolan a little bit reluctant to come forward, to come in. But it was, like I say, nip and tuck. 2-minute rounds, of course. So it was a sprint, not a marathon. And at the end, I thought Emma Dolan just edged it. Like I say, the knockdown made the difference for me. It's one of those fights, if you watched it again, you'd probably have different scoreline, because some of the rounds were very, very close. But there's no doubt that Emma Dolan, I think, you can't argue with a split decision win. But Ryan can come back. I mean, these are, as we know, that the depth of talent in women's boxing is not nearly as deep as the men's. So these girls can recycle themselves pretty quickly, come back for different belts. And who's to say they can't have a rematch further down the line? But they're both certainly young enough. I think Emma's 26 and Shannon's 27, I think. Is it that way around or the other way around? So they both got plenty of time. Anyway, Emma Dolan now finds herself as a 2-belt champ. She's got the British and the Commonwealth. No doubt she'll be having a look at the EBU, maybe even jump into world level. You don't know. Shannon Ryan was the house fighter. Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, are looking after her. They could do worse than to to give Emma Dolan a contract too, if they haven't already, that is. I don't think they have. But yeah, if you've got any comments, leave them below. What do you think of this fight? And please, if you're new to this channel, you could subscribe. That would be brilliant. And also hit the like button as well and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing, because it's your channel as much as mine. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get you later. Bye for now.